Hello students, welcome to the last lecture of this chapter Heredity and Evolution. This lecture very much important from CBSE point of view. So 10th standard CBSE students, just pay attention. There are just a few points that we need to understand. Rest everything goes very easily with it. The first thing that we are going to begin with is evolution by stages. Evolution by stages says that whenever complex organs are created, complex organs, for example, let's say eyes, okay, eyes for vision, okay, whenever complex organs are created, they are not created by a single change in DNA overnight. यानी कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑर्गन ऐसा नहीं है कि अचानक से एक जनरेशन में बदलाव आया और बन गए. These complex organs, they are created bit by bit, generation by generation. That means generations after generations, small changes keeps coming up. Okay, right? So by stages, what you find is evolution. It's not all of a sudden. It is gradually, generation after generation. You will find organisms. See, in your textbook you have a photo of an organism called as planaria. उस प्लेनेरिया की आईज अगर देखोगे ना तो दो सिंपल सा डॉट की तरह स्ट्रक्चर है, बट उसका फंक्शन विजन का एकदम वैसे का वैसा ही है. फिर धीरे धीरे ये आईज और ज्यादा इवॉल्व होते गए बाय स्टेजेस, एंड देन लेट्स से ह्यूमन आई विच इज ए कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर. दैट इज हाउ इट इज क्रिएटेड. ओके, नेक्स्ट, आईज एंड विंग्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट एडेप्टेशन. Now, जिस तरह से बेटा we are talking about eyes, consider wings also. Let's say wings of insect and let us say wings of birds. So you see that generations after generations from the category of insects, okay, to the category of birds, gradually stages by stages changes took place, and later on what you find is wings of the birds which are much more evolved as compared to the wings of insects. However, the function remains the same, that is flying. Next, moving on. Example in your textbook, what you will find is example of octopus, example of vertebrates, and example of insects. So you will find eyes in all of these organisms, but the complexity of the design changes in these organisms because evolution has taken place by stages, remember. Next, moving on. Also you will find any change which is useful for one function now can have a different function later. Listen to this very carefully. So any change which is useful for one function now can have a different function later on. So let us say, suppose for example we are talking about feathers. So this sentence says that कि कोई ना कोई ऐसा चेंज, ऐसा बदलाव आएगा जिसका अभी कुछ फंक्शन है पर कुछ समय बाद उसका फंक्शन कुछ और होगा. You understand? So at present moment of time it has, let's say, function A. However, after some time later it will have function B. Okay. So for example, feathers. Now feathers in certain organisms it is acting as an insulating covering. So the function is insulation. Now what does insulation mean? Insulation means a temperature control. Insulation means a temperature regulation. So the feathers which are present, it helps the organism to survive against the changing temperature. Okay, right. Now the same feathers in birds, it is helping them in flight. So as insulation, the function of feathers is protection. Right, madam? I am mentioning in short. So as insulation, it is going to work for protection. But the same feathers is helping the birds in flight. Flight means the function is for flying, madam. Now it has been seen that there were certain dinosaurs with feathers. but these dinosaurs could not fly. So what does this mean? This means that there were dinosaurs with feathers, but they could not fly. That means in them the function of feather was insulation. Then later on what we found was, in time of today we see birds with feathers, and these birds can fly. That means the function of feathers in these birds is for flight, that is for flying. Now since dinosaurs, they belong to category of reptiles, so this example gives us clear indication that somehow reptiles have evolved into birds. See, in fancy bio language, we can also call birds as modified reptiles. We can also call birds as glorified reptiles. Because reptiles में functional changes आया और उस हिसाब से birds के category create हुए. बेटा, we are coming back to the same sentence. Any change which is useful for one function now, जैसे डायनासोर्स में feathers का काम क्या था? feathers का काम था खाली insulation, that is a protection from the environmental stresses. Okay? It can have a different function later. फिर उसके बाद जब birds आए तो उनमें feathers का function क्या हो गया? Flying. और ये हमको इंडिकेट करता है कि कौन सा ऑर्गेनिज्म कौन से ऑर्गेनिज्म से रिलेटेड है. So from this example we very well know that reptiles are very much closely associated with birds. चलो, moving on. Next. This similar looking structures evolved from common ancestral design. That means आज के तारीख में जो हमको अलग अलग स्ट्रक्चर्स दिखते हैं उनका ओरिजिन भी सेम रहता है, उनका ancestral origin remains common. Let us take for example the wild cabbage which was used as vegetable. Now this wild cabbage is grown in different style by humans and its different varieties selected further for reproduction so as to create many new types. Now since human is selecting which variety should grow further and which variety should not grow further, that is why beta this is called as artificial selection and this is not natural selection. Now what are the different varieties that we have in this? Let us see it one by one beta. Okay. Now for swollen parts, we have an example called as kohlrabi. Kohlrabi, which is a type of vegetable. Next, for short distances in between the leaf, we have example of cabbage. Next, for selection of sterile flower, we have an example of cauliflower. Okay, better listen to me very carefully. Sterile means the part which cannot reproduce. So sterile flower cannot reproduce. Remember that. Okay. However, next, moving on. Then we have another variety that is of cabbage only, but it is called as red cabbage. Next, for arrested flower growth, we have another variety which is called as broccoli. And lastly, for large leaves, we have an example called as kale. Now, in your CBSE textbook, you can very well see the photos of this cabbage. We all have seen better. There is another variety called as red cabbage. Then what we have is cauliflower, broccoli, kale, kohlrabi. नाउ वी आर कमिंग बैक टू द सेंटेंस. सो ये सब देखने में अलग अलग दिखते हैं. कैबेज अलग दिखता है, कॉलीफ्लावर अलग दिखता है, ओके, ब्रोकोली अलग दिखता है, केल अलग दिखता है, कोलरबी अलग दिखता है. ये सब अलग अलग तरह के वेजिटेबल्स है बेटा जो हम खाते हैं. ओके, अब ये सब जो अलग अलग स्ट्रक्चर्स है, ओके, डिसिमिलर लुकिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स हैव अ कॉमन एंसेस्ट्रल ओरिजिन. इसका एंसेस्टर कौन है? वाइल्ड कैबेज. अब इस वाइल्ड कैबेज को ग्रो करके, राइट, जब उसके नेक्स्ट जेनरेशन में हमको अलग अलग टाइप दिखे, राइट, सो जरूरत के हिसाब से किसी एक टाइप को हमने फर्दर प्रमोट किया और ग्रो किया. अब जैसे सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मुझे सोलन पार्ट्स चाहिए तो मैंने कोलरबी वाले वेराइटी को बार बार ग्रो करवाया. व्हेन आई वांट शॉर्ट डिस्टेंसेस बिटवीन द लीफ, then a new variety comes up, that is cabbage. Okay, when I grow wild cabbage in such a way that it produces sterile flower, the example is cauliflower. Okay, so remember these dissimilar looking structures comes from the common origin, that is wild cabbage. इतना समझा बच्चों? अच्छा, now sir, how do I remember this? Very simple बेटा. Okay, you remember the shortcut of SPDF. SPDF. Okay. SP for swollen parts, then SD for short distance, then beta SF for sterile flowers. Okay, right? Next, here you can remember large leaf, that is kale, arrested flower, that is broccoli. Okay, so for remembering these three titles, remember the shortcut of SPDF. Chalo, next, moving on. Molecular phylogeny. Phylogeny I have already taught you in the previous video. Phylogeny refers to evolutionary relationship. Evolutionary relationship between different organisms. Now for knowing the relationship in the timeline of evolution, we need to compare the DNA of different organisms. And once you compare the DNA of different organisms, you get an idea whether two organisms they are closely related or they are distantly related in the timeline of evolution. Alright, chalo, moving on. Next, evolution should not be equated with progress. Such a wonderful title given in CBSE textbook. Evolution should not be equated with progress. यानी प्रोग्रेस और एवोल्यूशन सेम नहीं होता है. लेट मी कम टू दिस इन डिटेल. नाउ सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल ओल्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म becomes new organism. Now when an old organism becomes a new organism in such a way that old organism still survives, then we call it as evolution. See what is progress? Progress में कैसा होता है ना, the old variety does not survive. I'll give you one very simple example. So let's say we had this old variety of TV which was comparatively big. It was big डब्बा. पुराने जमाने का टीवी देखा ना, कैसा बड़ा बड़ा एकदम मोटा मोटा डब्बा होता है. Okay, now new generation का टीवी is absolutely slim, right? एकदम ही पतला और फ्लैट होता है बेटा. अच्छा, अब मुझे एक बात बता, अभी आज के तारीख में टिल टुडे डू यू फाइंड सच डब्बा टीवी इन मार्केट? पुराना वेराइटी दिखता है क्या? अभी नहीं दिखता है. तो इसको एवोल्यूशन नहीं बोलेंगे, इसको हम बोलेंगे प्रोग्रेस. सो इन द फील्ड ऑफ टेलीविजन प्रोग्रेस हुआ है उनका. एवोल्यूशन क्या कहता है कि जब ओल्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म न्यू ऑर्गेनिज्म में कन्वर्ट हो और ओल्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म भी अभी सर्वाइव कर रहा है न्यू के साथ, तो हम लोग उसको एवोल्यूशन बोलते हैं. जैसे सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल कहीं ना कहीं यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स, okay, bacteria and all those they became multicellular, okay, then that got converted into humans, right? But you find humans today, and you also find the simple bacteria. You find this bacteria in worst climatic conditions like hot thermal springs, okay, thermal vents, जहाँ पर टेम्परेचर बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, वहाँ पर भी ये सिंपल ऑर्गेनिज्म आज भी जिंदा है. तो ये मत मान के चलो कि ह्यूमन इज द पिनाकल ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. जैसे टेलीविजन में स्लिम टीवी आ गया ना तो पुराना टीवी बाहर, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. एवोल्यूशन और प्रोग्रेस दे आर नॉट सेम. एवोल्यूशन शुड नॉट बी इक्वेटेड विद प्रोग्रेस, बिकॉज इन एवोल्यूशन व्हाट हैपेंस इज, if you find a new organism surviving, you also find the old organism surviving. Another example mentioned in our CBSE textbook is, if you compare chimpanzee and human, chimpanzee and human में what you will find is both are having common characteristics, okay, and both of them have evolved from a common ancestor, okay. चलो moving on next. Now the last section is about human evolution, and human evolution is just compared like this cabbage का example. You see the cabbage creates different varieties of vegetables. Similarly, in humans what happens is you find a diversity. यानी humans में भी अलग अलग variety है जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं races. Now races में what people usually differentiate with is skin color. So depending upon skin color, people say that we are whites, okay, those are black, येलो, ब्राउन स्किन कलर्ड बॉडी, और उस हिसाब से ह्यूमंस को भी बांट के रखा है. बट एवोल्यूशन ये कहता है कि हमारे जो एंसेस्टर्स थे, यानी ह्यूमन का जो बेसिक साइंटिफिक नाम है वो है होमो सेपियंस, और ये सब के सब इवॉल्व हुए कहाँ से? अफ्रीका से. तो आज हम लोग भले ही कितना भी फर्क कर ले स्किन कलर के हिसाब से, ओके, क्लासिफाइंग ह्यूमंस इनटू डिफरेंट रेसेस, बट रिमेंबर all human races are one and the same. ये याद रखो, सब एक ही होता है, क्योंकि the origin was from Africa, and from Africa you cannot deny this fact, okay. The origin was from Africa, and from Africa कुछ लोग गया माइग्रेट करके into West Asia, कुछ लोग गया माइग्रेट करके इनटू सेंट्रल एशिया, देन सम ऑफ द ह्यूमंस दे गॉट शिफ्टेड इनटू यूरेशिया, नेक्स्ट सम ह्यूमंस दे गॉट शिफ्टेड इनटू, दे माइग्रेटेड टू साउथ एशिया, some got migrated to East Asia, some migrated to islands of Indonesia and Philippines, some migrated to, they crossed the Bering Island and they went to America. Some of them migrated to Australia, and then depending upon their geographical conditions you find humans of different races, but you cannot deny the fact that all these diversity, all this variety of humans that you see, they are one and the same, okay. Fine बच्चों, I request you to take screenshot of this. I have tried to make all paragraphs simple in terms of block diagram, and I expect you to read in the same manner, okay. Go through this video over and over again, read your CBSE textbook very well beta, okay, right. So heredity and chapter का हो गया स्वाहा. स्वाहा means स्वाहा, okay, right. So we are done with this chapter, okay. Do not forget to throw lots of love towards this subject, biology. This subject is an amazing subject. Thank you, Vachal.